Justin needs a scholarship to go to a 4-year college. His grades are average, not outstanding, and he knows it's not enough to get a full ride. Last year, he started playing basketball, but it's almost his senior year and he doesn't think he's good enough yet. But there's something Justin hadn't considered before: community college. It might not be the path many at his school want to take, but on average, community colleges only charge a few $1,000s in tuition per year, much less than private 4-year colleges and much more affordable. Claire's parents want her to go to Harvard or Stanford or MIT. Whenever Claire isn't studying, she's working to make her resume look better. She's in the math club, the physics club, and the academic team. But Claire isn't sure she really wants to go to college. She can't focus in class. She'd rather learn on her own, and she has dreams of becoming an entrepreneur. She wants to start a business right after high school, but with college in the way, she's not sure she can do that. Zach, on the other hand, loves web design, but he's close to failing in several of his classes. He wants to go to a good school, but with his grades, he's not sure he can. But why do we insist that everyone needs college to be successful? Why is it so important that Claire and Zach go to Ivy League schools? The reality, it's not. Claire doesn't need to pay the average of $40,000 for a private college education if she's motivated to learn on her own. With the internet's vast supply of resources, she can get an education in anything from the arts to engineering. And Zach can go to a local vocational school to learn and train in the fields he's interested in, web design and the arts. And later on, if his grades are good enough, he can apply to transfer to a 4-year university and get a degree there. Despite what many people think, going to a 4-year college isn't the only option. According to Labor Department data, of the 9 million people currently unemployed, 4.7 million attended a 4-year college. This makes up nearly 60% of the unemployed population. Another thing to consider are student loans. According to CNN, the average student loan debt is a whopping $29,000.
To be successful?
No, you don't, because to succeed in anything just means doing it. So you could just succeed in, I don't know, being a mechanic or working at a retail store.
I think you need college to be successful.
I think so because you need an education for any job out there in the world, and it's necessary for success because you need to know how to certain skills.
Do you think you have to go to college to be successful?
No, because you can invest wisely without going to college and be successful.
Do you think you have to go to college to be successful?
I actually do, because here's why. A lot of people listen to scenarios like Steve Jobs or like Bill Gates, and people who didn't really finish college and sort of started entrepreneurship in their own houses or things like that. But however, they don't hear about all the other cases where people have failed, right? And I'm not saying that you're restricted to college only, but I think in order to have a starting ground to be successful, you do have to go to a good college. And not necessarily a great college, because here's why. Okay, colleges work like this. Only the top 5 percentile from each college might get produced, or might get published, or things like that, might be successful. And if you are the bottom of Harvard, you might be the top of Iowa State or something like that. So if you are as smart as somebody who has potential to be top at any other school. And you're the bottom of one school, you're probably not going to be successful. So saying that it's not essential to go to a good college, it's just essential to be good at your